All right, Sandra, why don't you go first? Let me try to see what I can do.
Be happy to. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. As Nina and Nicole said, I am Sandra Black. I am hailing from Michigan, so just outside of Detroit, but it's all in one, right? I'm not too far from Detroit. So I have been in the business for just about a year and a half. Actually, August will be 2 full years for me. And I started more so for the time freedom. I became a new grandmother not too long before I started. My grandson is now 4 years old. You guys see him all over social media. If you've ever been on any type of Zoom meetings with me, he usually runs in and out of the meetings and different things like that. But I started basically, I really wanted the freedom to have the time to be available for him at any time that I wanted to. So that has been the reason why I started. This journey has taken me just changed my business in directions that I didn't expect it to change. So I have a great team of about 30. See, look on my whiteboard here. There are 33 on my team at this time. So super excited to be able to help mentor people and share this amazing opportunity that it has done for me. So that is really just a little bit of my backstory, but I try to stay really engaged and active and be present and help anyone that I possibly can. So I'm excited to be here with you guys. Nicole, how are you feeling now? How are things?
Awesome. Can you hear me better?
Much better.
I'm hoping. Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, well, I am Nicole Lloyd. I just celebrated my 10-year anniversary with Evolution, and I'm so excited. I started really for the perks for myself. I really didn't want to do the travel agent thing or build a team or anything like that. But as I got started in the business and started traveling myself and posting things, people organically started reaching out to me, asking me, like, what are you doing? How are you doing it? And so now I am double silver and almost to gold. And I have earned my IATAN card, which means that I've also booked over 5,000, I mean, got over $5,000 in commissions with travel booking, all while doing this part-time because I do work a 9 to 5 job. So if you are wondering if you can make money, which we're here to do today, to learn how to make money in your first 30 days, even whether you do it full time or part time, it is absolutely possible. And Sandra and I are here today to show you how. So we won't belabor the time anymore. We'll go ahead and get started. So today's roadmap, we are going to go over how to find clients. We're going to go over what to book to earn fast, including flights, commissions, and affiliate income. We'll also talk about marketing yourself on social media. And then at the end, we will have a live Q&A. So let's get started.
To find your first clients, let's talk about it. All right, start with your warm market. So the warm market is going to be the people who already know you, like and trust you. That's very important. So who are some of those people you might ask? Family members, friends and neighbors, coworkers, church members, people that already follow you on social media. They already have a glimpse into your life. Anyone who has ever asked about travel. So I'll kind of share just a little bit about how I started with my warm market. In addition to posting on social media, my certificate, I also sent a text out to anyone that was affiliated with me. I didn't care if that was someone that I worked with 20 years ago or a mom from school that I still kept in touch with for my son, who's now will be 28 tomorrow, actually. So it was some long since connections. I sent out messages to them and I asked them to share my information with at least 2 people that I was not already connected with. And that is actually how I received my first few bookings. So that's how I got started. So do not be afraid to share and how to approach them. right? So lead with value, not necessarily a pitch, kind of what I just shared. I led with share my information. I'm excited. This is something that I'm doing. I'm not asking anyone to book with me. I don't want to be that person. Oh, Sandra's texting me. She just wants something from me. She's booking. I was like, I started this new journey. I'm super excited about it. Just share it with someone that I don't already know, right? Ask about their next trip. Where are they going? I actually did this recently in the nail salon. I was sitting next to a young lady and she was chatting with, her nail tech and talking about travels. And I just said, oh, I'm actually a travel agent. I said, so when I hear people talk about travel, I'm just curious, where are you headed to? Where are some of your favorite places that you like to travel? She lit up, totally lit up, excited to share with me her travels. So it was an amazing conversation. We exchanged information, and I should be booking a trip for her pretty soon. I'm actually trying to more so encourage her to take advantage of the business opportunity because she's already booking trips for people. Again, share your story. Why did you join? We just talked a little bit about that. Offer to quote their next booking. That's really a really good one. Let me just quote that for you. I know you're already thinking about doing it. Let me take a look and I'll show you what I'm able to find and follow up. Most people need 2 or 3 touches before they are ready to actually book. For us that are travel agents, this is important to us, right? This is our main focus. We're excited. We're thinking like, I sent that quote over 10 minutes ago. Why haven't they responded? But we have to remember that our clients or our potential clients, they're doing other things in life. So this may not be the most important thing to them as it is for us. So just keep following up.
So the 100-person list exercise. So we encourage you to do this before you go to sleep tonight. Write down 100 people in your life who travel or have dreamed of traveling. So step one, open your phone contacts. So just like Sandra said when she got started, she went and no matter whether the conversation with people was from long ago or more current, open up your phone contacts right now. Scroll through your social media followers. Think about who you interact with at church, at work, family events, anybody that you patronize. I go get my hair done. I go get my nails done. So my nail tech, my hairdresser, my doctor. Think about those people. Write every name down, put it in a notes app or a notebook, and then reach out to your top 10 tomorrow morning. And you don't need 100 clients to get started. As you start thinking about people or running into people, you can always add to your list. That's one thing we don't want you to do is to get stagnated because you don't have all 100 people. Just start with a good list and start out with your top 10 and see how it goes. And then keep it going until you reach the goal.
To what to book, right? What should you book to earn income fast? Let's talk about it. The fastest commission categories. Focus here in your first 30 days. Cruises, high commissions on cruises, easy to quote, and guests love them. 10 to 16% is on the average commission for cruises. And cruises, I'll say too, they're really easy to add additional people to those parties. So I'm actually dealing with someone right now that I'm working with just before this meeting. I have a young lady that's going on a Mother's Day cruise. Started out with just 2 people. Now we're up to about 6 or 7 people that are joining. And it's very easy, simple to quote. Now you're just kind of re-sending them the same thing that you've already sent the other passengers. Theme parks and packages. These are high demand, great for family bookings, big bookings, and great for referrals as well. Average commission, 8 to 12%. All-inclusive resorts. This is Sandra's favorite, guys. Quick bookings, stronger vendor support, perfect starter. This is a perfect way to start. We have suppliers that you're able to do the entire package in one booking. So you can do flights, rental car, you can do hotel, you can do the all-inclusive resort accommodations, travel protection insurance. One of the suppliers that many of us use is going to be Vax Vacation. There's multiple suppliers in there where you can do an entire package. 10 to 15% is your average commission. Disney and Universal. Everyone loves Disney and Universal, right? You have a loyal fan base. People are already loyal to the brand. High ticket value. Great for repeat clients, and also 10 to 12% is your average commission.
Another thing that we can do is sell flights. You can do it one of two ways. You can do it for instant upfront cash, or we do have some suppliers where you can book the flight and then add your commission on. But right now we're going to talk about the upfront cash, which is the no waiting on commission, and you can collect your fee at the time of booking. So, what you can do is you can use Google Flights to research the flights and the routes and the pricing, and then go directly to the airline that you want to book through, not a third party. So, you can go to, if you find a good flight on American Airlines or go find a good flight on Delta, you can go directly to Delta site or American Airlines site and book the trip. You're going to enter your own email on the reservation so it comes directly to you. And you also, um, prior to booking it, you want to have your client sign a credit card authorization form first, just stating that they're authorizing you to process their credit card for this flight. And you want to do that by sending the client an invoice for their booking. For their booking fee, and you always want to disclose the fee up front so there's no surprises. So if someone comes to you and say they want to book a flight, just say, okay, no problem. I do try, charge a $25 or whatever fee you want to charge, service fee or research fee or whatever you want to call it. So you would collect your fee. You can use Stripe, where you can send a professional invoice via email. You can use Zelle, which is a fast bank transfer with no fees. You can use Cash App. You can use Apple Pay, you can use Venmo, or anything like that. So, suggested booking fees for domestic flights are $25 to $50 per person. And then for international flights, a suggested booking fee is $50 to $150 per person, which is goes along with the industry rates. So don't fee yourself out of a booking. So make sure that you do let them know, even though we don't normally get direct commission, that this is a way that you can do it. And this is a way to get good clients so that you can book, get them working with you so that they can come back to you and book some of those other things that we spoke about on the previous page.
Your agent only booking platforms, wholesale prices your clients can't access on their own. So those are going to be your Evo Rewards and Evo Plus are exclusive to Evolution travel agents. Use them to find deals at wholesale pricing and pass the savings on to your clients. Things that you can use Evo Rewards for: agent exclusive platform with wholesale travel prices. Research cruises, resorts, and vacation packages there. Compare pricing before you quote your client. You'll have access to be able to compare your prices on things like Expedia, hotels.com, things like that. Use this to find the deals not visible to the general public. Things you can find on Evo Plus. Wholesale booking engine is built for, again, Evolution travel agents only. You can search, compare, and book travel all in one place. There's a great place that you can just search it right there. The link will pop right up for you. Commissions are shown on every option. So again, you can choose your own commissions here. We have a recommendation of a 50-50 split with your clients. So save them 50% and you can earn 50% upfront commissions. You can send quotes and itineraries directly from the platform. To make sure that you utilize these wholesale options, these are things that you have available to you that your clients will not be able to see anywhere else.
Mhm. And you may be wondering where to find Evo Rewards and Evo Plus. So when you sign into your back office on your first dashboard page, if you look down on the left-hand side, you will see a section for Evo Rewards and also a section for Evo Plus, so that you can utilize these two booking platforms. There is also, if you scroll down on the dashboard page as well, there's also Evo Plus training. Plus, we do have some corporate trainings for Evo Plus as well. So if this is something that you're interested in doing to make that instant commission, which is what a lot of partners do in the first 30 days, it's great to be able to have access to these and to utilize these.
You can also utilize these for your own personal travel as well. So keep that in mind too. You can take advantage of those deals instead of necessarily earning commission on them. Take advantage of them when you're thinking about booking your own personal travel as well. I know I do utilize it for that.
Absolutely. All
The
right. So
prof-
the
oh, go ahead.
professional booking process, oh, I'm sorry, protect yourself and your client every single time. So number one, once the client agrees to book, confirm destinations, dates, travelers, and your booking fee before anything else. Number two, which is very, very important for protection for yourself, is to send the client a credit card authorization form to sign. Again, this protects you both. Number three, you want to enter on agent platform. So you want to log into Evo Rewards or Evo Plus and enter the client details. You want to set confirmation email to your address so that way you get the information and then you will forward it on to your clients. You want to confirm um, the confirmation comes to you, and then you want to review everything and make sure that there's no errors. So you want to check the dates, the names, the room types. You are the agent, so you catch the errors first. So make sure that you are paying attention to that. Number five, you collect your booking fee. And again, you would use either Stripe or Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, or Apple Pay. And then number six, you're going to forward the confirmation with a personalized note. And this is the moment they trust you for life. So I normally, just send them a little note. Thank you for reaching out to me, for booking with me. You know, normally, when you're using these platforms, you're getting them a deal, right? So you let them know, like, by taking the time to work with me, you have a savings of $200 or whatever it may be, just to let them know so that they can trust you and want to remain booking with you. So you always want to be upfront though, and always communicate your booking fee before you do any work, because upfront clarity equals zero conflicts. You want to, we're not in the business to try to hide or, anything like that. So make sure you do communicate and let them know upfront. And, when I do this, people are very receptive of it, and they really take you kind of more seriously, I have found, when you do have that conversation with them up front.
And just add to that as well, when you send them the notice, as Nicole mentioned, when you forward the confirmation with the personalized note, let them know that your services don't stop there. That yes, their trip is booked and they're all set. However, you'll remain in touch with them. I like to send another email about 90 days, 60 days, and 30 days, depending on how far ahead they are actually making their booking, just to give them some tips about the location that they're going to, any suggestions or ideas that I may have. If I notice any changes or anything like that, we're going to go ahead and let them know that as well. That way they know that you are not just a booking platform, you are providing a full service as well.
Absolutely.
Earn while you sleep. We have access to affiliate links. Clients who book themselves can still make you money. Don't sleep on this one, guys. Set it up once, earn every time a client clicks and books on their own. Where do you put your links? In your email signatures, every email you send out. You can also include them on Facebook, Instagram, and your TikTok bios. Post about that vendor or destination. Your personal travel agent website, you can include those links there as well. TikTok and YouTube video descriptions. Some of the vendors that we have access to affiliate links with, golden tickets. There's a link there. Golden tickets is going to be where you can go for things like concert tickets, different things like that, sporting events. Viator. We all know about Viator, excursions, rental cars, things of that nature. You can book these for your clients, but you can also provide that affiliate link. You may have people that just like to book their own trips. I have plenty of people that I know that prefer to book their own travel. I make sure that they have my affiliate link. So when they are booking those excursions, they can utilize that link and I can earn that commission. Virgin Voyages also has an affiliate link as well as Sandals. So how does it work? Clients click on your link, they book their own travel, you get commission notification and the payment. Enroll with each vendor separately and it's free. Don't forget about that. And here's a great tip. Add your affiliate links to every vendor post you make. Even if you don't mention them directly, just include that affiliate link.
And this works wonders because I think it was last year, I had posted my golden ticket link for the Beyonce concert, and I just posted it on my social media, and then I ended up getting an email like somebody bought tickets, and we know that that concert was not cheap at all. And I didn't even know the person, like the name came across, and I was like trying to search social media to see was I friends with this person or anything like that, and I could not find this person at all. So just put it out there. You never know. Somebody could have shared it with somebody and they bought it or whatever the case may be. So don't sleep on it. Make sure that you use them because they actually work.
The
And check your
affiliates, they say post it everywhere, correct? So you get the most.
So yeah, you can post it again on your social medias and your email signatures. When you're texting people, you can send it out and let people know that it's available. And when they book with you, you will make that commission.
Okay, so you think putting it in my like my bios of my social media would be perfect?
Absolutely.
It's exactly where I have a link at as well. So definitely encourage you to do that. And then check the messenger inbox too. Nina is posting the affiliate links there for us. Thank you,
Oh, let
Nina.
me see that. You said in the chat.
Yes.
How much do we get paid per person that signs up with the affiliate?
Well, it depends on the supplier. So each supplier has their commission payout. So when you do go register for them in the travel cafe in the back office, it will tell you on that page how much each vendor pays out in commission.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So basically, the more links we get, click, the better.
absolutely.
So do you guys want to click on my link?
Well, we're going to move on for the sake of time, and then we'll answer any other questions when we get through with the presentation. All right, so next we want to talk about marketing yourself on social media. Your social media game plan. Consistency beats perfection every time. And before I get into that, that is so true because even with me becoming a travel agent, Terrera, she had posted on social media about becoming a travel agent. And she was a travel agent for at least a year before before I even thought about becoming a travel agent. So I probably saw her links or in her post about becoming a travel agent all along, but it wasn't until I really needed it or like I was looking at a trip that when she posted something, it like I was like, do, oh yeah. So that's why consistency is key because you never know like when somebody is going to need something or when they're looking for something. And if you're not consistent and you're not there, then they won't see it. They won't see you and they won't, remember you. So it's very important to be consistent with your social media game plan. So on Facebook, we encourage you to post in travel groups. We invite you to share deals and destination inspo. Go live and build trust. Let people know what you're doing, what you're working on, what you have the ability to do. Use your personal profile first because that's primarily where you will probably have your most followers on social media as you first get started. And then you can create a business page over time, and then you can, send people over to your business page. A lot of people get hung up because they feel like, oh, I got to have a business page. And then you're trying to build your business page first. But we say start with what you have and use your personal profile first. And then, you can drive your traffic over to your business page as you go. For Instagram, we encourage you to post travel photos and reels, use hashtags consistently, share client wins with permission, of course. Post stories daily behind the scenes and link your booking page in your bio as well. And then for TikTok, you can put short travel tip videos, destination spotlights, day in the life as a travel agent. You can react to travel questions and comments and keep it authentic, not overly polished. So we want you to be yourself. We don't want you to be spammy or salesy. Just open up and just let people know what's available to them. The thing about travel is it's attraction marketing. You just have to give them suggestions and they'll be all over it. You just be consistent with it, and I guarantee you will have people come to you all the time. I know Sandra, she's a real big social media person with her posts and very, very consistent. Anytime I get on social media, it's guaranteed that I'm gonna see a post from her, which means that everybody else sees it too, and they're going to keep her at top of mind. Did you want to speak any more about what you do in terms of social media, Sandra?
I cannot disagree with that. Anytime that I am in public, literally, when I am in public around anyone that is associated with me in any way, they're going to mention something about something that I have posted on social media that they've seen. And so that lets me know that I am doing the right thing, right? That I am staying consistent. I am being visible. And the main thing that you want is when someone thinks about travel, you want your name, your face to be the very first thing that pops up in their mind. And I was somewhere maybe within the last couple of days, and someone talked about a video that I posted, and she says, you're going to make me book a trip with you. And I said, that's exactly what I want. When you see me, you think travel. And so that lets you know that you are doing what you should be doing. Remaining consistent. Sometimes you can have fun, with some of the funny videos and different things like that. And you can still kind of pop some of that travel in there by being fun and funny as well. So just, again, stay consistent as much as possible. I couldn't agree more.
Absolutely.
The 5 post formulas that builds trust fast. Post all 5 this week. Right now, you have the content. So post 1, your why. Share why you became a travel agent. People connect with your stories, not just your services. 2, a deal or destination. Post a cruise, a resort, or a destination that excites you. Add a call to action. A call to action can simply be, what are you planning on doing next? Where would you like to go next? Let me know in the comments. That's a call to action. Sweet and simple. Cruise or all-inclusive resort? Let me know which one you prefer in the comments. That's a call to action. You're engaging people. 3, post a trip tip, a quick tip, best time to book, how to save on flights, travel hacks, anything you can think of. It can be, we have a travel partner that I know, he posts a nice travel hack of how he just packs a suitcase, how he rolls things up and tucks things in, and how he's able to get a whole lot of items in his suitcase. People love those different things like that. It keeps people engaged, and you're also educating them at the same time. A client win. Did someone book with you? Celebrate it. Social proof builds credibility very fast. If you ever go onto my social media page, you're always going to see when a client gives me any type of feedback. I'm always going to share that. I thank them. I include that. It lets people know that I'm actually legitimately actually booking travel, right? And my clients are satisfied with my services. A direct ask. I'm a travel agent. Who's planning a trip? DM me for a free quote. It's okay to ask. That's what we're here for. All right, guys, we
Now,
are at Q&A.
yes.
Go right
So
ahead, Miss Nicole.
oh yeah. So yeah, feel free to drop your questions in the chat box, and we will be happy to answer anything that you have questions about, anything that we cover. And we'll be able to answer them for you. So if you want to drop them in the chat, we will get to answer, and don't be shy. Now, I can't see the chat box because I'm sharing my screen. So,
I got you,
Sandra, if
Mo.
you want to read them.
I got y'all.
So there's a
Okay.
Maggie, the
I
question
got
about
I
the
got it, Mo. I got it. You
Oh,
focus
okay.
on driving. I got you. All right. So we've got a question from our girl Maggie. I believe she might be coming back to be a part of our family really soon. Maggie needs to know about LLCs. What are the pros and the cons, and what does that change?
Okay. So when you sign up under Archer Travel as your host agency, we are independent contractors with Archer Travel, which means that we are covered under Archer Travel. Under their insurances, such as their errors and omissions insurance, because we are considered to be independent contractors. Now, once you introduce a LLC and come in as a LLC, because you have your own business, you will still get to use Archer's credentials. However, you will be responsible for getting the insurances, the required insurances for all travel agents to have under your business name. You will no longer be able to use Archer's, so you will be responsible for getting your own errors and omissions insurance. So you want to keep that in mind when you are considering coming under with an LLC.
Response.
But isn't independent contractor already own business? You got that, or do you need to
Well,
take it?
yes, it is your own business, because you can utilize your social security number or your EIN, which is like a branded like business name. But when you are registered under like your state with an LLC, it brings that business, to another level where you do have to get those extra insurances. And Nina, if you want to add anything to that, you certainly can.
Because I am one that now operates under an LLC. It does put you into a different category. As an independent contractor, you are indeed independent, like our trainers just said. You do have your own business. There are two different ways that you can work it. You can remain an independent contractor and still reap all of the benefits from being affiliated with our host agency, using their credentials, using their discounts that go along with that. All of those things you have access to. The major thing is being covered under the errors and omissions and fraud protection coverages. Once, like Nicole said, you become an LLC, that removes you from being able to be covered by our host agencies coverages, because you have created your own official entity. So I do have to have my own coverage, and I have to keep that up. It's similar to when you're in your parents' home and you get your driver's license. Your parents have to cover you under their insurance until you're 25. When you get your LLC, it's identical to becoming 25. Now you have to get your own insurance. It's the same identical thing. Did that help a little, Maggie? And we've got Deborah, who is a brand new agent. She just joined maybe about 25 minutes ago. Guys, take a moment and welcome Deborah to our travel family.
Hello,
Welcome.
Deborah. So excited to welcome you.
We've got an additional question for Maggie, ladies. She is asking she says, thank you. What's the average cost for E&O and fraud protection? That is definitely a Google question. I can tell you how much I pay, but it is based on your individual sales. Okay. I've been able to get it at a decent price. So I pay about $150 a month, and my insurance is pretty extensive, but it really depends on how much you're selling or how much you anticipate to be selling, and then what you are covering. So definitely take it to Google, compare the exact same way that you compare when you're getting your health insurance, your car insurance, homeowners insurance. Compare what the coverages are, what you would be covered for, and the amount that you're covered for before you jump off the ledge. Okay, trainers, with golden tickets, they give you a link for clients to book themselves like Viator does.
Yes, that is correct. I'll take that one. Yes, that's correct. That is going to be your affiliate link that you will have access to share. As we mentioned earlier, you'll be able to share those on different platforms with your clients or even potential clients, people that you may not even know. As Nicole mentioned, she just shared it, someone she didn't even know booked there. And then, as we mentioned, you'll receive an email letting you know that someone has booked and that commissions are owed to you for that. So that is absolutely correct. But also with both of those platforms, you can also book for your clients as well. So for example, you may be working on some clients and they've asked you about different excursions that they can do on a trip. You can go right into those platforms such as the Viator for excursions and you can book that for them. But you also have that affiliate link that can also be working for you behind the scenes when you're necessarily, behind the scenes when you're not necessarily working with any clients particularly, they can have access to that.
And then since we're talking about golden tickets, they have a training that's absolutely amazing. They create for upcoming flyers. So like when I said I posted that Beyonce concert, they create flyers for those concerts for you. So all you have to do is download those flyers. They even give you suggested verbiage to use along with your affiliate link. So when you post on social media or send out emails or text messages or whatever you want to do, they make it so easy for you. So if you are not registered with Golden Tickets, I encourage you to do so, and I encourage you to look through their training. I think they have a video training, and I know they have like a big PDF that walks you through everything, that gives you the verbiage and tells you how to get to the images and everything. So I do encourage you to do that. It is a game changer.
I agree more.
Right, trainers, is fraud protection in addition to the liability insurance? Yes, it is. It's like having a rider on your policy. For an example, with my auto insurance, rental car insurance coverage is not an automatic thing. I have to add it in. Towing is not something that comes with it. I have to add it in. So liability insurance or fraud protection is an additional thing that you have to add in, and it does come with an additional cost.
Nina, just to clarify that, that would be an additional cost for those that are choosing to do an LLC. However, for those that are not doing an LLC, it is included in our errors and omissions insurance. Is that correct? Or please correct me if I'm wrong.
Absolutely, it is correct. And just to be fully transparent, although we are covered, or you guys are covered under Archer's policy, there is a copay that goes along with it. So each time you book, you will notice that Archer Travel takes between, I think it's $5.15, is it? Depending on the amount of the booking. So that's equivalent to you paying a copay when you use your insurances. This is with, okay, the next question is, this is with the affiliate links?
No, that doesn't go with the links.
You guys are asking some amazing questions. Keep them coming.
We love engagement and we're happy to answer any questions. So most definitely fire away.
So for those that are on the line that are brand new, they just got started this month, what would be the first 3 things that you direct them to do to get ready to earn their first commissions?
Oh, I can go first. So one of the first things that I would direct you to do is to go to your Elite website, which this would have been in your welcome email that any of us will send you when you join we call it the family, we join our family. We'll send you a welcome email. In that welcome email, we are going to send you the website to go onto the Elite website, our overall team website, and complete the onboarding training. So that is one of the very first things that I encourage you to do. And as you're going through that onboarding training, you're going to see a toolbox. And in that toolbox, there is going to be some great information for you to download. And it'll be a wonderful step-by-step guide for your first 30 days. You'll be able to go onto our different supplier websites, complete trainings. It's set up so beautifully that it also even gives you mock booking suggestions. It gives you suggestions on things that you can post on social media. So that's going to be the very first thing that I suggest that you do that training, get comfortable with with that onboarding. And one of the great things about it is not only are you doing the training and it's a one-time thing, but now you have a resource of where to go back to when you have questions. As leaders, we try our very best to be available as much as possible for you, but also I like to make sure that my partners know where to find the information for themselves as well. So just make sure that you are able to go on, take a look at that information. It's there for you and you know where to go back and take a look at it. Second thing I'd say
Hold on just a
is
second, Sandra. Hold on just a second. Because the one thing that we do not tolerate is disrespect.
Mhm.
If this is something that you feel like is a scam, you are more than welcome to excuse yourself. However, I don't play with my life and my livelihood. Orange is not my new black. I've been doing this for 10 years. And for 8 of the 10 years, I have earned well over 6 figures. This has been the most stable income that I have ever had in my life. And I am 4 classes away from being Dr. Nina. So earning income has never been an issue for me. Now, 2 things can be true at the same time. This cannot be for you. And this could be something that could change your life. But that is clearly up to you. You make the decision. But you cannot be broke and skeptical at the same time. You have to pick a struggle. In all of that, the one thing we do demand is that you are respectful or that you are absent. Those are your 2 choices here. But we will not disrespect these 2 leaders who live the lifestyle that they're talking about. Nicole is a huge travel booker, and she has been traveling with her family for the past 9 years. As a single mom, I have watched her grow. I have watched her develop. I have literally watched her youngest child grow up. And now he's getting ready to go to college. I have watched her take him to different countries. I actually am plugged in with every single one of our partners. And I do hover like a worrying mom to make sure that they are getting what they came for. Sandra came in and has duplicated exactly what Nicole has done. She is her leader. And that is one thing that we pride ourselves on, is copying the right cat. Sandra travels the world with her family, with her grandson, with her husband. She pours into the team that she is building, and now she is building leaders too. Now, we don't advertise building a team. We don't, because we look to change lifestyles. So we are looking to find ways to spend more time with our family, to bring more income into our household, and just to be able to live now and not have to wait 40 years until we retire from our positions. We would like to live our lives now. And that's what we advertise. Now, if we have someone that comes into the company and says, hey, I'd like to build a team, or there are people that are wanting to join me and do this with me, we teach and train you how to do that. That's called our mentorship program. It's not about stacking bodies, because we don't do that. The average time someone has been on our team is 7 years, 7 out of the 10. Now, I don't know of any successful 10-year scams that nobody has gone to jail about. I don't. Maybe you do. I don't. But I just wanted to apologize to you, Sandra, and to you, Nicole, for that blatant disrespect, because I don't appreciate it. You guys have really given of yourselves, and considering this was a last minute ask that I did personally. So I do take your treatment personally. And if I have anything to say about it, I'm going to make sure that you are protected because you're a part of me too. So forgive me for interrupting you guys, but I just felt like that was necessary. So back to you guys. I think we were covering. I'm sorry. What were you covering, Sandra? I truly apologize for interrupting you, but I
I
had to say.
appreciate it. No, not at all. I appreciate it. You were just asking about the top three things that we would suggest that new agents do. So as I mentioned, just getting onto the Elite Team website, starting doing your onboarding training, that would be the number one thing that I would recommend doing right from the gate. Next is number two is going to let everyone know what you're up to. Don't be afraid to share. Some people, I've had some partners that are a little bit nervous about sharing, thinking I'm not quite ready yet. And I let them know that that's what your leaders are here for. Lean on us. So you always want to be the face of, you've got it under control. And then you send me a text and you can say, I don't know what to do, right? So that's what we're here for. And then we're going to get you prepared and you can go ahead and service those clients. Don't turn down any money. Don't turn anyone away because you feel like you're not prepared. You have a full team behind you. So I say that's number two, is let people know what you're up to. And number three, be a product of the product. If you're able to travel, share photos, even if it's photos that you've taken in the past, trips you've taken in the past, that's okay too. Let people know that this is something that you've done before, but I can help you do this too. Things like that. Be a product of the product. Those would be my top three. What about you, Nicole?
So for me, I would say number one, of course, you're gonna take your PTA training, but number one along with that is to connect with the person that shared the opportunity with you. That's gonna be your bestie, okay? That person has been in, and is wanting to see you succeed, and they want to help you and to navigate things to make things easier. Now, some of us, I know when I got started, I was so excited and I was over here, and that how they say you're the jack of all trades, but the master of none, because I was all over the place because I was like so excited. But the person that shared this opportunity with you is there for you to help lead you and guide you to how you want to go and to provide you with those resources so you don't have to be all over the place. So that's number one for me, is to stay connected to your bestie, the person that invited you to join them. Number two, I would say stay plugged into the training. So we have training almost every day of the week. We have team training with our elite training, including this one on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We have our walkthrough Wednesdays. Stay plugged in with our team. Stay plugged in with the corporate training in the back office on the main page. There's corporate trainers there that train on everything. Cruises, there's mindset training, there's Evo Plus training, there's travel question and answer training. There's all types of training. So we suggest that you um stay plugged in with those trainings as well. And then the training doesn't stop there, because our Archer Travel, our host, they have a training calendar every week where they host a different supplier. So I know recently they just did Viator, and they had trainings about Viator all week. And if you can't catch the live, you can hook up with the YouTube and watch the recordings. So we always say that tools will never be your problem. We have all types of training. So not only can you utilize, your person who brought you in, you can utilize the corporate trainers, you can utilize our elite travel team page and website. There's so many resources for you guys. And the only way that you won't be successful is if you just don't do anything. And we're rooting for you all. And then let's see, there's so many things, but the last thing that I would say is, yes, be, like Sandra said, be consistent. I know for me, being in 10 years, I've had some very, very great days, but I've had some bad days too, just to keep keep it 100 with you. But the only thing that I know that have always pulled me in is to connect with my team. Get on a training and it always picks me right back up and spark me back and get me right in line to continue to remember my why and why I do this. So staying connected is certainly key. Yes, and convention is a life changer as well. Convention takes it to a whole nother level. You feel invincible, like you can conquer the world after going to convention as well. So yes, those are, I would say, my top three things that I would encourage you all to do.
And just piggyback one little thing, just speaking of convention, can I just see a heart for anyone that's actually going to be joining us in Hawaii this year at convention? I know Nicole and I will be there. Nina will be there. All right. Oh, I love this. This is going to be absolutely amazing. Wonderful. Thank you guys. I just wanted to see those hearts go across my screen.
What are the details of the free cruise with the reinstatement offer? That is a question for me because I sent out that email personally. It is a vacation certificate for a cruise for two. There are options for 3 to 4 day options with, I believe it's, Royal Caribbean and Carnival. It depends on what is available with the vendor that we use for those. It will be a requirement that you complete the reinstatement process as well as 30 days without going inactive. We want you to put some skin in the game and not come back just to get a cruise. Also, there are other options for earning cruises, which is something that we will be going into more detail about with our Saturday travels moving forward with Princess Cruise Line as well as Cunard, what it takes to earn your graduation cruise and the options that are available, because I have heard multiple times that agents simply don't do the training because they think that it's just going to be a short 2-day cruise or 3-day cruise to Miami or to Mexico, but it's not. Like, you can take a European cruise or an Alaska cruise. There are multiple options, a Hawaiian cruise. Just depends on what is available at the time. And you can do the cruise at any time, at any time. So we're going to go into more details as we move along in our current year so that you guys can take advantage of all of the perks that we have available.
Nina, can I
Yeah.
chime in?
Absolutely.
Another thing that I would suggest for new agents is plug into the industry events. If your mentor lets you know that there's an event going on, tag along with them. I've had several new agents, they registered, they joined the team. I was already scheduled to go somewhere, and I just reached out to the supplier and said, hey, I got a couple new agents. Do you mind them coming along with me? I had a mother and daughter duo go to the DR training with me. They both won trips 3 days into the business. So they gained the knowledge from the supplier that was there and then also benefited by winning the trips to go take advantage of it. So plug into those industry trainings and tag along. Like Nicole says, those that brought you into business are supposed to be your besties. Besties go places together.
Absolutely.
You learn, you earn, you grow together.
Absolutely. I also post in our Elite Travel group daily. So make sure that you're checking our group at least once a day. Trainings that are virtual and in-person events, we make sure that we put those in the Elite Travel group. Register with these vendors as well, because they will send you, the business development managers from that area or that's covering your area will personally send you an invitation to come and meet with them. There are multiple events that happen, and they're being the business development managers are right in the middle of spending their budget for 2026. So they are having all types of events everywhere. I have an event to go to Monday here in Atlanta. So just check the Elite Travel group, check in with your mentor so you can find out what information that they have that you might not have. And we will definitely keep you in the loop. You have to be proactive in this, though. Like, you have to go looking for the information.
And that is true because Sandra and I just went to an event last week, and it was a Caribbean village, so they had different suppliers in the Caribbean, and they did a drawing. And when I say I won, Sandra won, Keisha won, it was a whole bunch of different people on our team and in Evo that won. So we were just showing out at that event like Evo, Evo, because it was such an amazing event. We learned so much, and then we get to be product of the product. So I won some points for the United States Virgin Islands to be able to take a trip there. And Sandra had won something. Where you won something from? I
Won
forgot.
a 90s mom bag, right? Which I'm literally a 90s mom. Literally, my son is 28 years old, born in 1998. So I won. It's a visor, it's a fanny pack, and a t-shirt, and a few other fun things. But Nicole, you left out the number one thing that we did when we were there. So if you guys have been on our social media pages, you saw Nicole and I taking some shots of some delicious rum that was directly from Barbados. So we were
Yes.
able to get us some nice rum shots.
I saw that video and I had to check to see if you ladies still had eyebrows today, because I just knew it was on fire.
It did burn, but it was a lot of fun.
You
Yes,
ladies
yes.
have some compliments saying, that thank you for your time and for the knowledge to help us. The trainings are amazing. Convention meetings are also fun too. Learning experiences, great advice. Connect with an accountability partner. That is
Yes.
important.
Yes.
We have a partner that says, I understand the reason I stepped away is because in the past I felt the training was lacking, but it seems that has changed. Now, Sandra, you are relatively newer, but we're getting rid of that new smell really quickly. But I want to pose this to Nicole specifically. Nicole, what do you have to say about the trainings that we've had over the past 10 years that we have initiated or that we do on our particular team?
Absolutely, the trainings have evolved. I'll say that. We're called Evolution Travel, and we're always evolving. So yes, when we first started, we were in the learning phases. We were all learning. We were trial and error, doing different things. But now, 10 years in, we have seen what worked, what did not work, and we have put several things in place because we realize that people learn differently. Some people are in person, some people are, on Zoom, some people have busy schedules and can't be at every live event. So we have recordings. So we, over the 10 years, have really evolved our training to try to meet the needs of everyone that is involved because we know that we are all different. So I say 100% you will be satisfied with the training that we have and the things that we have been able to experience and to put in place. Mo, I think you want to add something.
Sorry, driving. Yes. So if you have any suggestions on things that you would like to see us train on, chime in, tap in. I put a post out there today just because I want to see what people need. Like I think I know some things, but it's some other things out there that like Nina posted the multi-destination training. And I was like, oh, I never even thought about doing one on that because I know how to do it. But I'm assuming, and we know the first three letters of assumption. So I made one out of myself by assuming it was, it wasn't needed. So go look at that, go to that post, chime in. We're here to make sure you all are successful. So if we don't know something that you need, we can't help you. And I know some people are afraid to ask, but this is a family. And what you're supposed to do in family is build each other up. Sorry about the kids.
We all have those too, most of us.
Yes.
Sandra, I wanted to pose this to you, being relatively new. What is your opinion on the trainings that we have specifically, not counting the corporate trainings, because we do encourage you guys to do those, but And not but, because but negates it. And we focus on how we can make ourselves better. What is your opinion on our methods for training and how we implement change? Is that something that you've experienced in your last year and a half?
Absolutely. I'm happy to give my opinion on that. Absolutely. So, yes, so the training has come full circle since I started. The overall elite team is fired up, offering countless trainings to the team. And as Mo mentioned, just even giving you this, let us know what you want. And I think that's probably the most wonderful thing about it is not just a group of people that are behind the scenes throwing trainings out that they think you need to hear. They are doing that, right? So letting you know these are some things that have worked really well for us. So we want to share those things, but they also are very open, or we are also very open to feedback. So let us know what type of trainings that you'd like to see. And that has actually been, I've watched it implemented in the last several months. People have given suggestions, and these things are brought to the table. If we need to do a round table as a leadership team, come up with ideas and different things like that that we can share to make sure that everyone is getting what they need. So absolutely, I think the trainings have come full circle and they're extremely helpful.
Great. Thank you, both of you, for sharing your absolute honest opinion. For those of you who have not been able to meet with us and you haven't had the chance to get to know us personally, you will soon find out that honesty is a big thing for us. We can have the hard conversations and still move forward. The main thing is that we know we are all individuals. We are all different people. And like Nicole said, we learn differently. So whereas Sandra may be okay with a 15-minute training, I need an actual visual with a handout and a whiteboard because I learn differently. And we do respect that. We respect each other's differences. So we do ask you to bring your talents to the table too. We don't want you to be a closet agent. Tell us what you need. Tell us what you do best. Give us your ideas, because essentially that causes us all to grow. And that's something that has caused breakage and issues in the past, is that people would create these um, smaller circles and not plug into the team as an entire entity. And you can't teach what you don't know. So it would behoove me to keep showing up for training so that I can keep learning. I can keep evolving. We all do that together. We do go to the industry visits. We get on the vendor trainings. We train you guys. We come and tell you what we've learned. But if you've had an experience that you think is something that can help everybody else on the team or just one person on the team, tell us. We will help you put together a training if you don't know how to use PowerPoint. But we want you to bring your gifts with us. We want to grow together to us. We want you to bring your gifts to the table. Ava just said, I won 5K at the 21 convention. She absolutely did. Nicole, weren't you there?
I sure was there. We was all happy
We
for
was
her.
clapping for her. Yes, ma'am.
We, we were surprised and shocked at first. We was like, wait, what just happened? But yes, yeah, she ran so fast. It was so funny. But we was so rooting for her.
Okay, you've got terrific presentation. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for this training. Trina, I did get your text and I'll be responding after this. I've been running and gunning all day. Maggie, I'll be looking for your message and I'm connecting you directly with Mo. So she'll be reaching out too. AR says, yes, thank you so much. Amazing and wise words. Most certainly motivated and inspired. Thanks most for sharing more information about affiliate links. I'm still a little confused on how to create these to utilize. So I appreciate these being recorded because I know I can watch something 1,000 times to count towards continuing learning development. Thank you for your assistance with this. There's another, and maybe before we log off, we can quickly walk through signing up for an affiliate link. It really is a quick process. Kimberly Dean, hey Kim. Kimberly says, if you are interested in building a team, how should we market that successfully? trainers.
Nicole
Oh,
or
I was
me?
new. New, sorry. So number one with building a team is that consistency. And to make sure that let people know that it is available. So what I encourage everyone to do is to get some type of site or get something where you can there's different platforms where you can somebody can do like a book with like a book an appointment. And so I use Calendly. And I know there's other ones that you can use as well, but and then you can set up on there all of the corporate trainings. And then I know sometimes we have our team uh corporate our team calls as well, where we share the opportunity with others. So I suggest that everyone gets something like that and then share your link with people so that they can set up coming and attending the presentation. um and that way they can hear about the company, and they can share they can share their interest with you in terms of signing up. And of course you would actually follow up with them as well. So I found that to be very helpful, to be able to have those trainings set up on some type of platform, so you can just send a link out saying, hey, if you're interested in learning how to become a travel agent, you can, click this link to set up a free informational meeting. Also, by sharing your experience, stories tell, and stories sell. So just being able to talk about your wins and what you've been able to do, I found to be very helpful to get people engaged of wanting to know. And then also, when you are working with your travel clients, a great thing to put on your form when you are qualifying your clients is ask them if they're interested in getting any information about becoming a travel agent, because obviously they're traveling, and they might want to do it too to make income, off their own trip. So I don't try to miss that opportunity to ask them as well, since they already, want to travel. So those are a couple of things that I do.
That's actually really, really, really pertinent. I make sure that I have the question at the bottom of my signature in all of my emails that asks, do you want to get paid for taking your vacations? It's a conversation generator. People will email me back and ask me about it. Um, the main thing that you can do is, like the ladies talked about in the training early on, is make your list. I guarantee you, if you go through your emails, your text messages, your inbox, that you'll get to well over 100 words. Well over 100 words. Um,
Before we move on, can we possibly unmute Alan Brown? Alan is one of my very new partners, and I think he has something that he'd like to add verbally. Would that be okay?
Absolutely. I'm also getting messages about is anybody receiving derogatory inboxes? Yes.
I haven't, so, oh no.
Yes, I'm getting yeses. Um, can you guys inbox me the person that is sending that information so I can have them removed? I want to make sure that I remove the right person. Okay, I'll be looking for those messages. Okay, Sandra, if you can actually click on his name and send him a request to unmute, and he should be able to do that.
Alan, you should have received my ask to unmute. Let me know if you didn't receive it. You should have it.
What's his name again?
Alan Brown.
See if I can find it.
He's saying he did not receive it. Let's see. Try it again. He's texting me, so that's how I know. Let's see.
Okay, I just sent a request too.
Okay.
I got it, ladies.
All right.
So, but first off, good evening, ladies. How are you?
Good evening. We are wonderful.
We are
Very
great.
good. Very good.
And Sandra, I want to give you a personal thank you for inviting me to the team.
You are welcome, and I'm very excited to have you here. We had a great conversation yesterday, so I'm so excited.
Yep, I'm still in a whirlwind, but I'm still going. I'm actually preparing a catering event right now while I'm watching this. So, and you'll have to, Nina, by the way, you'll have to come down from Atlanta to LaGrange, Georgia, to try my barbecue. But what I wanted to say,
Absolutely will. I know where LaGrange is.
okay, well, what I want to say is this: I worked in manufacturing for 33 years, and most of that time was spent in management. And you get out of an associate, a team member, an employee, whatever you want to call them, whatever way you treat them is what you get out of that person. And that person, if you extend courtesy to that person is going to be courteous to you. And I want to tell you how much I appreciate how you stood up for the two ladies, because if the person thinks it's a scam, they shouldn't be in the first place. There something in their spirit should have quickened them. They shouldn't be here. So I want to tell you how much I appreciate that. And that's what you always look for in a leader, is someone that will kind of have spread their umbrella or their wings over their team members and try to carry them on and help them. So you did a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I tend to be very overprotective over our partners. I do hover, but it's really because I look at it like you guys are an extension of me, and I don't want anything done to myself or my loved ones that is in a negative light. So I make sure that I don't have anything to do with putting out that negative energy. This specific thing, this team is very, very special to me because it has literally changed me as a person. It has changed my DNA. I was not a shy person, but I was not a public speaker. I was not a trainer. I was not someone who shared information freely. I did not vacation with people outside of my immediate family. All of these things I've learned to do as a part of this company with this team. There have been partners who have gotten me so far out of my comfort zone that it has caused me to be a better person. So I do
Wow.
take pride in what we do and what we do together. And I do consider you guys to be extensions of my family.
Well, thank you again for standing up for them. I think it was great.
Absolutely. And I will be seeing you very soon in LaGrange.
Yeah, Sandra can give you the hookup, or you've got my email address and all that. And I'll show you how to get here. But now I've just got to harness my my energy and focus and do the right things. Right, Sandra?
Right. We had a good conversation yesterday.
Yep.
I'm so
Well,
excited for you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. And welcome
You're
to our
welcome.
family.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for your business.
Right.
All right, guys, I have removed the person that has been sending those messages, and let me lock us in. Okay.
Nina,
Yes.
in the chat box, it looks like they're saying that there's a person back, possibly another one.
There were two of the same name, and I removed the second one too, but you guys let me know if you see it again.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, honey. Okay, let's go back because we had some more questions. Okay. Do we have a team group chat?
So we utilize the Elite Travel Group Facebook group. And we in that group we post everything. If you have any questions, you can post them in there. If you have any wins, you can put them in there. We celebrate. If you need help and need to send out a smoke signal, you can put it in there. And we're, like I said, a big happy family. We will help you. So you can feel free to write in the Elite Travel Group Facebook page, and all of us are in there. Our leaders are in there that can help you or encourage you or celebrate you or whatever you need. So that's what we primarily use to uh, communicate.
Awesome. And like I mentioned earlier, we post trainings, vendor events, sales that are happening with our vendors, lots of important information. Deborah, and I know that you are brand new, and if I'm not mistaken, I am your mentor. So I will be sending out your welcome email as soon as this webinar is over. I didn't get it sent out because we were literally in the middle of the training. So I apologize for the delay, but I will definitely get that to you as soon as this training is over. Let me go back. Okay, we've got our resident legal eagle, attorney Daphne Daphne Bradfield, and yes, she is a real attorney and one of my favorite people on the planet. This is one of the people who wrote me a beautiful recommendation that helped me get into graduate school. And I cannot wait to celebrate my doctorate with Daphne and her husband. They have been wonderfully supportive the entire time that I've known them. Daphne says, we won a free trip to an all-inclusive 5-star beach resort and free airfare for 2 at one of the conventions. So it pays to show up, guys. It pays to show up. Alexis says she's so excited to be a part of this team and being in addition to the success stories shared today. Awesome. TikTok and YouTube. Great information. Thank you for your time. Very well said. The energy in the group is wonderful. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Daphne, I cannot thank you enough. Your support has been everything. Bobby Christian, he's another one that's been in this business for 10 years. He and his wife, I love them both. Bobby says, we won a free MSC cruise at one of the conventions. So it pays to show up to learn. Our conventions have so much training, mindset training, marketing training, a vendor travel trade show, travel booking training, lots to learn, lots of opportunity to meet your partners who you talk to online all year long. This particular convention is extra special to me as a person because it is in the place that we literally started this team. It's going to be in Honolulu, Hawaii this year. So I'm looking forward to seeing as many of you guys as we could possibly see there. Do you guys have any other questions to ask our amazing trainers? I think it's safe for us to unmute the mics now, unlock the mics. I don't know how we got some unsavory people today, but okay, the mics are unmuted. So if you'd like to unmute yourself and ask a question, you can. Maggie, I did respond to your message, and I want to cover this for anyone who's on the line who is considering coming back into our team and into the company. Something new that we actually have 3 tiers of membership now. So it's not just one way to come in. We do have the possibility of you reinstating if you've been out of the company for at least 30 days. You can pay the $49 and return. You can actually upgrade at any time. Be forewarned that the $49 membership, the Evo Basics, does come at a lower commission payout rate. So be aware of that. The middle tier is the $89 And then the highest tier is not available initially for reinstatement, but you can upgrade once you have reinstated. So you do what's best for you. We support you at any level. We are here to answer your questions and to help you. You have access to your own mentor. You have access to success coaches and the leadership team. We are all waiting and willing to help you. Okay. I also want to, and thank you for sending this to me. I did get this message. You guys know that I do not run. I am from Detroit. I live in Georgia, so I don't run from the hard conversations. Scam warning. This is how the scam works. They invite you to a free training. They promise fast money. They show people who made it. They create urgency so you feel rushed. Then they ask you to pay to join. After you pay, you usually have sign up fees, monthly fees, pressure to recruit others, little real income. The free vacation is bait. The 30-day money promise is bait. The real money flows to the people at the top. Avoid it. Do not join. So let's address this line by line. Okay. They invite you to a free training. All of our training is free. Period. Even our vendor training. There's no extra cost to become a Disney specialist, a Carnival specialist, Royal Caribbean, Sandals, Delta. There's no fees. There are no hidden fees with us at all. We tell you everything up front, and you have the option to make an informed choice, which is why we call them informational sessions. This was not an informational session. This was a training, because the question that has been asked to us more often than not is, how can I make income? We've had people who have been on our team before and dropped out because they were not plugged in by their mentors. So they missed out on a lot. They missed out on trainings. They missed out on opportunities to learn how to market themselves. They missed out on a lot. So this particular training was not only to show those of you who are brand new, but those of you who are becoming mentors, those of you who have been here for a while and needed a refresher, but it was meant to break it down on how to earn income. Let's just say you've got something coming up and you need to earn some income quick, right? You've got prom coming up for your child. You need to buy this tux. This actually happened to me. I had to buy a prom dress for my now almost 27-year-old. What our wonderful trainers went over today were things that I personally did to earn fast income. We didn't have Evo Plus then, we had Evo Rewards. I used that to book upfront commission. I booked flights and charged $25 a piece for my booking fee. And I was able to put the deposit down on her dress. I'm transparent if I'm nothing else. So there is no promise for you to get fast money. We do not make income promises at all, because we're aware, and Sandra and Nicole can both attest to this, is you get out of it what you put into it. This is not a get rich quick scheme, scam, anything like that. You can tell by our partners and our leaders that we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk. We know that you're going to have to take these trainings and spend some time learning about the vendors, and then use the marketing tips that we give you in order for this to work for you. And it doesn't matter if you're on a remote island. My family and myself were the only people that we knew in Honolulu. And I was able to build this team with the help of everyone that is on this line that has been in this business within these past 10 years. We worked together. But it took for me to do some work. Sandra is learning that right now. She works it. She gets a return for her investment. Nicole can show you by her life. She works it. She gets a return on her investment. We can actually tell you what you pay for, and we tell you up front. You're going to get nothing for free. If you have a 9 to 5, You pay to have the job. You don't go to work naked, do you? So you have to buy work clothes. That's an expense. You have to pay to get to work unless you work remotely. And even with that, you have to pay for the internet or get reimbursed for it. You have to pay for your lights. You have to pay for the computer unless the job gives you that. But there's still something that you have to pay for, some type of investment, right? Time comes at a cost as well. Transportation to work, it isn't free. So you're paying for gas or you're paying for the train. You're paying for something. With our company, you pay to have access to the vendors. It is all wrapped up in one fee. You pay to have the maintenance taken care of for your website, your personalized website that is personalized for you. So if the website goes down, you don't have to pay someone to do that. It's hosted and run by our host agency. Your monthly maintenance fee is just that. It's a monthly maintenance fee. I don't receive any type of money from your monthly maintenance fee. Our company is so fair that it isn't one of those things where the person at the top gets all the money. It's a system where we have a profit sharing pool, and it is divided between the people who are mentors because it's a job. We have to be available to assist our partners when they need it. We have to train our team so that they can be successful. So we put in the time and we get a paycheck from it. That's what it is. If we don't do the job, our partners don't stay. There's nothing to split between the partners in the entire company. So it is not a pyramid by any stretch of the imagination. It just isn't. And we're transparent. Okay. They show you the people who have made it. If we stop putting in the effort today, we will fail tomorrow. That is just the truth. We have to get up and be purposeful every day. We do. We have to make the decision that we're going to work this today. We're going to pray over our businesses for those of us who pray. We're going to reach out to our partners. We're going to reach out to prospective new clients. But there's some work that has to be done. You have to have some skin in the game. Okay. They create urgency so you feel rushed. I don't think we've added any pressure. This was informative, unless this person was on a different training. This was informative. Nowhere on this webinar did either one of our gracious trainers say anything about join our team, unless I missed it. Okay. Then they ask you to pay to join. It is not a secret. We let you know what it is. Even on the invitation that we shared today, it had that on the invitation. The 3 different levels of membership was on the actual invitation for this training, in case there was someone who was going to join the webinar who was not a partner at the time. We give you that information up front. There is a sign-up fee that you pay one time. There is a monthly maintenance fee that you pay each month, and it is to keep you covered under the errors and omissions insurance that we talked about earlier. It is to keep your website going, to keep the lights on in your business, and so that you have unlimited access to all of the booking vendors and all of the perks that go along with it. Pressure to recruit others. I'll circle back around and let Sandra and Nicole speak on that. Little real income. I'll also let the leaders speak on that, because I think that I've already spoken on what my income has been, and I'm very transparent when it comes to that. The free vacation is the bait. Travel sells itself. Whether we book it or whether people book it for themselves, travel sells itself. Sandra made a wonderful point earlier that we do not market ourselves as booking engines. We provide a service. We do. So it's not just her sitting in front of the computer, typing on it, booking something, and sending it to you. She's not a clerk. She's a travel concierge that actually sees the booking from the beginning until the client is back at home. That is something that you cannot get from if you log on and you book with Cheapo Air. You cannot get that. It is a specialized service. The 30 days money promise is bait. We didn't make any promise that you would make money in 30 days. We're training you how to do it. The real money flows to the people at the top. I think that I've addressed that. Avoid it, do not join. I let you guys make your own decisions. Sandra and Nicole, can you guys speak on the pressure to recruit others?
Happy to. Oh, go ahead, Nicole.
Oh, I was gonna say, when I got started 10 years ago, even up to now, we have always been, as a company, transparent that we're all about travel first. And that is our main focus. That is our bread and butter. But it was also introduced that if you want to build a team, that you could certainly do so. We do give the information to do it, but no one ever has hit me over the head or dragged me, or and even our compensation plan is not even set up where we have to get to a certain or have a certain amount of people in order for us to start making money like other companies are. So we're just a company that have several different ways that you can make money, and it's up to you whether you want to just book travel or whether you want to just build a team or if you want to do both. So and that's just been it. We give you the information, but it's always been up to you or the person if they want to build a team. And like I said, there's nothing that requires us to do that. So that would be irrelevant to our company and our compensation plan.
Are there any other leaders on the line that would like to comment to the pressure to team build? You should be able to unmute.
My sponsor, who's no longer with us, but she always told me to keep the main thing the main thing. Because when I told her straight out, I'm not here to build a team. Hell, I was a secret agent for 2.5 years. I didn't come out the closet until Nina was like, okay, Mom, it's time. You sitting back here doing this, you're doing that. Come out the closet and show people what you're doing. And I was like, oh, okay. And then Tammy was like, yeah, I've been telling her for the last 2 years. So it was never no pressure for me. And everything kind of just happened organically. Once I finally opened my mouth, people was like, yeah, I was wondering how you been going places like that. My mom even thought I was about to up and move out the country because I was going that much in the very beginning, just taking advantage of the perks.
There is never any pressure for people to build a team because we take it very seriously. Not everybody is meant to be a teacher. Not everybody is meant to be a doctor. I can't stand my own blood, let alone somebody else's. So I would never sign up to be a doctor. Not everybody is meant to be a mentor or a trainer. That's not everybody's lot in life. It isn't. We would rather it be organic so that you can stay committed to it. Go ahead, Daphne, you should be able to unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to say when my husband and I joined about 9 years ago, I'm going to be real with you. Not only we didn't want to build a team, we did not even want to book travel for others. We only joined for the travel perks for ourselves because we've always been avid travelers. So that's the only reason why we joined, for the travel perks, the amazing travel perks. Then about a year into it, maybe a year and a half, that's when we started booking for others. I'm like, we're leaving money on the table. Let's book trips for others. And then probably about 3 years into the business, someone asked us what were we doing, and they wanted to make money the same way we were. So so it was organic. We got our first team partner, and it was on from there. So nobody pressured us. Nobody said you should do it, or it's probably best that you do it. None of that. It's purely optional. There was no pressure. And we have an amazing team. So I love that. Like I say, it's never been pressure, ever. You move at the beat of your own drum.
Thank you. Thank you for adding that. And I'll take it a step further to say why we call it our family. Sandra mentioned that briefly earlier, that we call it a family and we say, welcome to the family, because we do spend time together. We go to these vendor events. We go to fam trips together. we share each other's life events. I had a 10-year vow renewal while I was living in Hawaii, and we traveled to Detroit to have it. And so many of our partners came to the vow renewal, and it was such a special event. It ended up being the last event. It ended up being the last event that my father was at alive. It ended up being the last event that our leader, Tony Ward, was at alive. We are family. We are. So, leaders, did you want to give your last words? You want to give some advice, inspiration? What would you like to share with our travel family?
I will say just stay plugged in. This is an amazing opportunity. We've been repeating it, most of the evening is just stay plugged in, be consistent. You're going to get out of it exactly what you put in. As they've said, there's absolutely no pressure here. There's two sides of the business. It's completely up to you if you choose to take advantage of the leadership side. Sometimes it's going to happen completely organic, but most importantly, stay plugged in. You're going to get out of it what you came for. We want you to get what you came for, right? So you're here to either build a business. Some people are here for travel posts, whatever it is that you're here for, take advantage of getting out of it what you came for. And we're here to help. I'm always here to help. People constantly reach out to me and different things for my suggestions and support. And that's what we're here for. We're all the leaders are here to help in any way we can.
Nicole?
And I would say, the very first thing that I could say is you're here, and we appreciate you being here, which means that you are serious about your business. And that's the very best thing that you can do, is to be serious about your business, and again, put in what you want to get out of it. Stay plugged in, stay consistent, and don't suffer in silence. Let us know if there's anything that you need. We're really big, and Nina always reminds me to write the vision. So write down your plan, what you want to see, what goals you want to accomplish. And I know Sandra has started this, and was able to see how her February was in terms of her bookings, in terms of, how many new family members she was able to add to her team. And it makes a difference when you write it down so you can see the plan. And if you come short, you can adjust a little bit. So that is something that I would recommend that everyone do, because we're here for whatever reasons our why is, and we just want to keep that the main thing. So again, stay consistent, stay plugged in, do something for your business every day, write it down and make it happen. And we'll be here to celebrate you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, take a moment and let our trainers know that we appreciate them, because I did call an audible at the last possible minute, and they stepped up and nailed it. I'm so super proud of both of you. I'm not surprised, but I'm super proud. This was an amazing training, and you guys delivered it flawlessly. Job well done. Guys, I'm hoping that you got something out of this. I know you put your time in on the weekend, and that is time that we like to take to ourselves, but understand what you pour into your business is what you will get out of it. Okay. We look forward to being able to assist you guys moving forward and growing even bigger and better as a family. So thank you for logging in today. Our training is officially done. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I love you.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
Thanks, guys.